Tonight I want to ask you a question. How was your day? Mine was pretty stressed, but it was still good. How was your day? Think about that for a second. How was your work day today? Was it busy? Was it stressed? Were there moments where it just felt overwhelming? Tonight we're going to be looking at that. Hi, my name is Dan Byler, and tonight I want to talk to you about the benefits of a pet-friendly workplace. And we're going to be looking at three different benefit factors, and I hope tonight, by the end of this speech, you are ready to employ these wonderful concepts. So let's talk about it. Generally, people are happier when they're with their pet. At least I know I am, and most everyone I see is too. I read this, most all Americans have one pet in their U.S. household. So think about that. That's worldwide. We have that many people and that many animals. So we love animals, okay? But a lot of places don't take them to work. And the company that I work for 8 years happened to be pet friendly. And so when I first started, there were animals everywhere. And in fact, when I first got Gracie, who's a boxer that you're going to meet a little later through a slideshow that I'm going to show you, she was 2 months old, and I brought her in, and she met Hallie, who was a big 8-year-old golden retriever, and they were best friends. And Gracie has come to work with me every single day for 6 years. And I tell you, it's been a benefit. I cannot implore you enough to take a look at this concept, because it has made a difference in the way that I do business. So let's take a look at, tonight we're going to look at stress reduction. These are the three things we're going to look at. Stress reduction, okay, extended work days, and we're going to look at increase conviviality. And if you don't know what that means, that's basically camaraderie and how that works with our employees in the workplace. So let's take a look at our first point tonight, stress reduction, okay, and the advantages of that. Now, I could stop right there, because the advantages of stress reduction, sign me up. If there's a way for me to reduce my stress, I want to do it, okay? More employees now are allowing pets in work than ever have been before all over America. I was reading just a couple of statistics, and I'll give you the websites here too tonight for that. But more and more people are employing this this concept. They really want their employees to be happier. They want them to stay longer, which we're going to get into the benefits of that, and they want them to be healthy, and they find that a pet is a good way to do that. Okay, so research shows that this is about a 10% stress reduction when you have an animal in the office. And if you think about that, anytime you're around your dog, I mean, it can be pretty stressful, but if you just pet her on the head or pet him on the head, it seems just kind of brings a smile to your face. And dogs specifically are attentive to us, and I don't know if you've realized that, but if you've ever thought about your dog when you come home, they're happy to see you. They jump off the couch, they wag their tail, they jump up and down, and it's said that they release dopamine when they see their owner, much like you do when your significant other walks into the room and you haven't seen them in a while. Kind of the same thing that a dog gets. So they are attentive to us, and this makes them a great asset to an office. Okay, they get us out of the zone. Okay, and they force us to take a break. I mean, some of us, we'd work 60 years without a break if we could. But this animal, this pet, this beautiful creature that is ours and really our family, they cause us to have to take a break, because they need to get out too. They need to exercise, they need to use the bathroom, and they force us to get out and to do the same thing, walk around. So that's a huge benefit. They love to run. Our dogs run every single day. They run back and forth all around the office. When we take them outside, they run all the way around the place. So it's a huge benefit. They love exercise. And just as important as stress reduction gives us, really it gives us a piece of our humanity back. If you think about it, like, the work just can suck the life right out of you, and you feel like you're dying basically on the vine. You're going to be buried at your office, basically speaking, for lack of a better term. And it gives us humanity back, but it also helps us to stay just a little bit longer at work and achieve our goals. What do I mean by that? Well, look, a pet-friendly environment allows a worker to feel more relaxed. You're going to feel more relaxed during the day, which means when it's 5 o'clock you're not rushing out the door to try to go somewhere because you got your pet with you. Also, if you leave your pet home, it's been an 8-hour workday, they're going to need to get out. They're going to need to have some exercise. You're worried about them. I understand that. She's had to stay home before, Gracie has, and it really does put a stress on me when it gets to be about 5:15 that I need to get home and let her out. So with the pets in the workplace, it provides an opportunity for the worker to stay a little bit longer, to finish that project. There's no need to rush home. You know, that they have their pet with them. I was reading an article in the USA Today, and I'm just going to read this for you real quick. Basically, I took an excerpt out of this. It just says that in the USA Today that the touch of an animal, okay, will lower the mercurial response. Okay, and if you don't know what that is, basically it's the response inside of us that evokes fear, anxiety, stress, things like that. So when you reach down and you pet your dog or you pet your, your cat or whatever you're doing, you actually are releasing just some counter, hormones there that can actually bring stress relief. So this is all positive things here as to why you should consider having a pet-friendly workplace. Okay. Like I said, frequent bathroom breaks means not having to rush home. Here's another factor. Lower PTO time. So paid time off. Employees basically are taking shorter lunch breaks. They're not using as much paid time off. So that increases production. It also extends the working hours. So, with all of with the lunch breaks and all the things, you add up all the hours, employees are working longer because they have their friend with them. And but in addition to working longer, an employee is happier in the workplace with their dog in the office. And tonight you can tell I'm specifically talking about dogs, but I want you to consider meeting with your boss about this. I want you to consider that. And there's one other point that I want to talk about tonight, and I probably will put this in the conclusion because it's a little bit longer. But the opportunity here is that there's going to be more homes available for animals. Okay, so if you work with people, and we're going to get into this here as I transition to the last point about the camaraderie. You might be working with someone that is not a pet owner. And by having your pet with you, they're going to find it beneficial to maybe even exciting to start their own search, which is exactly what I did after working at this office for that long, for my own pet, and taking consideration, that, hey, I can bring my pet to work. This is awesome, and I've had a lot of fun. So this begins my last point, which is strengthening your work relationships while creating a positive impact on morale and communication. So it brings people together. It promotes team building. Maybe you don't get along with Sally. Maybe, she rubs you the wrong way, but her, Yorkie teacup comes running across your desk, okay, and she knocks over all your papers, and your coffee's going everywhere, and this little dog's looking at you, licking you in the face, and you're just laughing, okay? And somehow this little animal is making the difference. And so they're a social stimulant. They really are. They get things going. They increase creativity. So I want to show you this right here. This is Gracie. I don't know if you can see this or not. My lighting is very bad. I'm going to try to turn this down. But this is Gracie. Okay, wow. This is Shiner on her birthday. This is Tinley. Now, Tinley is a very, very, very small dog, and my friend Kevin, who works right next to me, just got Tinley and brought Tinley into the office, so we are all excited about Tinley. It's been pretty fun. This is Anna. Anna is Monica's dog. Monica's been working with the company for 8 years, and this is just a little bit of, I'm going to show you a video here, a little snapshot of Gracie and Anna playing together. Now this is going on while we're making phone calls. This is going on while we're doing our thing. They are just going crazy. We're laughing our heads off. It's pretty hysterical. And they're just having fun. And so this just kind of brings me to the conclusion tonight, and I just wanted to share that with you. The stress reduction, the extended work days, the increased, you know, camaraderie. These are all benefits to a pet-friendly workplace. Okay, but really, your overall health and your demeanor of your employers, your employees, everybody is going to be better. Okay, with a pet-friendly workplace. And I wanted to read, this is just in the words of Deb Haville. She's a well-known clinical therapist. She says, dogs were domesticated to be attentive to us. And I mentioned that earlier. Okay, so by allowing these wonderful creatures into our everyday life, I believe we're guaranteed to have a happier and more stress-free day. And furthermore, I believe we'll see our relationships flourish as a result. So thank you tonight, and I hope you enjoyed it.